What's up, everybody? Welcome back to The Run with me, Manny Wilson. I want to talk about this MJ documentary series. I didn't get a chance to talk about episode 1 and 2, so I want to talk about episode 3 and 4. And the main thing that drives me crazy, and it drove me crazy all throughout episode 1 and 2, is that why is it, regardless of the challenges someone has overcame or the adversity someone has defeated, why is it we can't ever just simply give them their respect for it? We can't ever give them a little bit of credit for doing the things that they do so greatly and overcoming adversity. Why is that? Because every little break, every commercial break, and it's not many of them throughout this series, but every commercial break, I see something that says, oh, well, LeBron could have did that. NBA Twitter is just tweeting away. Oh, well, LeBron could have did that. Or well, LeBron would have never been able to go through the bad boy Pistons. LeBron would have never been able to do this. LeBron would have been Kobe, LeBron, KD. I always see all of these different comments, and I just think, okay, well, this is about Jordan and the Chicago Bulls. So why are we discussing LeBron James, Kobe, KD, Stephen Curry? Why are we talking about this? Just enjoy the greatness. Like, this man inspires so many different people to play the game, to pick up a basketball, to even want to go to the NBA. And yet we're going to sit here and think about other people the entire time we're supposed to be focusing on Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls? Like, that's insane to me. That's insane to me. One of the things that also really drove me crazy, I've seen it multiple times. I've seen it multiple times on NBA Twitter. So I guess my beef is with NBA Twitter, if that's the case. But one thing I've seen is that the Jordan and the Bad Boys, Jordan got sent home by the Bad Boys multiple times, and eventually he ended up whooping their ass, sending them home. They cried off the court. We know how that story goes. But one thing I seen was LeBron James would have never been able to get past the Bad Boys. And that just rubbed me the wrong way. I couldn't let that slide, because in my head I'm like, okay, do you not realize that at one point in time, LeBron James was 6'9" and 260 pounds. 6'9", 260 pounds. I'm going to say it one more time. 6'9", 260 pounds. Chase Young, the number 2 overall draft pick in this draft, is 6'9", less than 260 pounds. He's an NFL player, an NFL D lineman. And he wasn't even equivalent to LeBron James' weight. And not even speed. LeBron was moving up and down the court like Russell Westbrook when he was 6'9", 260 pounds. So if you really think that he would not have been able to dominate the Detroit Pistons, I get it. They whooped your ass every time they played. They tried to injure you. The things they did to Jordan was just cruel. That was not basketball. Let's be honest about that. That wasn't basketball. So But LeBron, look, Jordan wasn't 6'9", 260. Jordan was 6'6", and probably a little over 2 something. But he was not 6'9", 2 something. And think about it this way. If you're still not convinced, think about it this way. Okay, Joe Dumars guarded Jordan most of the time. Joe Dumars is 6'3". I don't know the weight, but he's 6'3". Jordan is 6'6". That's already a 3-inch difference. Joe Dumars came in a smaller guy. He's a great defender. But he was able to give Jordan a tough time and be able to try and give him a tough time. He was able to play great defense on Michael Jordan at 6'3". Who the hell are you going to put on LeBron at 6'9" and can do every single thing on the court? I'll wait. I will wait. Because in my mind, the only person who would even come close to guarding him at 6'9" and 260 pounds is Dennis Rodman. Yeah, Dennis Rodman is a great defender. He's going to try and rough you up. But let's not forget, LeBron is a mighty strong guy. That man is 6'9", 260 pounds. Like, let's not forget that. It's so easily forgotten. And if LeBron take him outside the three-point line, he's running right past him. He's a strong man. We've seen people try and beat down LeBron. We've seen it happen, and all we watched from it was LeBron get and ones. But this is what I'm talking about, man. Going back to my main entire thing. Just appreciate the adversity somebody is overcoming. Like, why can't we just give it credit? What Jordan is doing, he's a great player. He was an extremely great player. Kobe, he was a great player. LeBron, everybody's great in their own ways. So regardless of whoever is your favorite, just at least give credit to the ones that paved the way, the ones that's giving off inspiration in multiple ways. All right. Let's run to the next topic. Okay, now I want to touch more on the bad boys because, they did get Jordan out of there multiple times. That was a hard foul. That was a great foul. Good solid hard foul right there. But the bad boys, they got Jordan out of there multiple times, and to their credit, I'm a diehard Pistons fan. Loved 2000, that entire area of the Detroit Pistons. Not too much of a fan of the bad boys though. And here's the reason why. Because one, skill-wise, that team did not possess that much skill as individuals and as a team. They were a great team. Don't get me wrong. That's what made them strong, is because they came together as a team to play great basketball. But other than basketball, they also played a little bit of football. They played a little bit of boxing. Some rugby was in there. And what else was in there? They had some MMA in there too as well. So that's part of the reason why I'm not a huge fan of that bad boys team, because it doesn't take much skill to beat somebody's ass on a court. It doesn't take much skill at all. Like you can be an average guy who likes basketball, go to the court and just throw somebody out the air. That doesn't take much skill. But to their advantage, I can't really discredit them a lot, because if they're in a league that allows them to do something that way, that allows them to fight people to get a win, they'd be stupid not to do so if they can beat everybody else. You get what I mean? So to their credit, it was kind of smart that if they're the bigger, stronger team and they can bully everybody, why not use that to your advantage if you're not going to face any consequences? So on that part, it was kind of smart. I don't want to discredit any championships that they got, because, like I said, I'm still a diehard Pistons fan. But at the same time, it doesn't take much skill. And you got to appreciate the greatness of the Chicago Bulls overcoming adversity. Regardless of, I know that whole thing went down of them walking off the court. And we seen from the documentary that Isaiah Thomas was saying, oh, well, that's how the Boston Celtics did us, so we just thought it was the right thing. If you ask me personally, I don't agree with that BS. I don't agree with that. If you seen the way they walked off the court, it wasn't no head nods. It wasn't no good game, bro. All right, deuces. It was none of that. They just walked off pissy-eyed and they was crying about it, if you ask me. So, I mean, it was funny when I seen it, but at the same time, that's terrible sportsmanship. All the times they beat Jordan down and they tried to injure this man, to injure other people on the Bulls. Not once did they ever just walk off. They still said, good game, wish you best luck, go ahead, do your thing, good game, whatever, we see y'all, boom, boom, boom. They still gave the regular game speech. So if you ask me, yeah, it was BS. But I can't wait to see the rest of this documentary. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be great.